today's video, I wanted to bring you a bronzer breakdown. Really quickly, I wanted to talk to you about my 5 favorite bronzers and maybe help you make your summer purchases, maybe help you stay away from a certain purchase, and just really give you the bronzer breakdown on what's good and how to use them and what's best for you. So I've got 5 different bronzers here that I'm going to try to breeze through. And the first 2 bronzers that I'm going to start with are probably the most popular. This is Benefit's Hoola bronzer, and this is Tarte's Park Avenue Princess. Now, both of these are amazing bronzers because they are both mattified. These are the best for all-purpose bronzing, all-purpose contouring, etc. They are both mattified, which means they don't have any shimmer. And the biggest difference in packaging is that the Hoola bronzer does come with a little brush, which is very convenient. Now, when it comes to color payoff and wearability, I personally find that the Benefit bronzer is much more pliable. For instance, it's easier to blend and it kind of almost soaks into your face throughout the day, which is great if you want something super natural. Now, the colors are almost identical, but the Park Avenue Princess does have a slightly more red undertone. So depending on your skin, you may want to go for one over the other. This is definitely more of a true brown. This is definitely more of a reddish undertone, not orange, but red. And this one does tend to last longer, at least for me in the application. So those are the 2 that are definitely the most popular. I will try to insert the prices. I believe the Benefit is around $25. I believe Park Avenue Princess is about $25 as well. But both of these are amazing choices, and I would probably say that these are the 2 most popular that people gravitate towards. What's nice is that they are truly matte, so you can use them to contour, you can use them as a total bronzer, whatever you may need. Next is the Lorac Tantalizer, and this is brand new. This is a baked bronzer, so it is super mineral, super shimmery. This has been a favorite of mine for a while now, and this one does as well come with a brush. The brush comes at the bottom. I personally have not used the brush, but it is one of these angles, so it is probably pretty good for getting in those contour spaces if you want. Now, the biggest difference with these, and I should swatch these, this is mineralized and it is extremely golden. It's definitely more of a shimmery tone. I don't even know where my focus is. I think it's back here. So I hope that you guys can actually see this, but it is an extremely shimmery golden tone, and I will swatch it for you. It is definitely a super mineralized-y color, and when you first swatch it, you kind of take a look at it and you're like, oh my god, I hope that's not going to be too dark. It is a darker color, so very fair skin tones may want to beware, but it is more shimmery than it is glittery, so it's very mineralized, very beautiful. And I apologize for not swatching these earlier. Here I'll swatch the Hoola. So this is just on my skin tone. There's the Hoola bronzer. And then I'll also swatch the Tarte, which is just slightly more red. So as you can see, or as I hope you can see, the Tarte is just slightly darker than the Hoola. On top is the most golden, which is the Lorac. And the Hoola and the Lorac come with brushes, whereas the Tarte Cosmetics one does not. However, the Tarte Cosmetics one is made of Amazon clay, so it is a little bit more natural than Benefit or than Lorac. The next one that I have is actually brand new from Too Faced. This is the Endless Summer 16-hour long wear. And this is actually a bronzer formulated with silicone, which makes it extremely, extremely amazing for long wear. This really glides into the skin smoothly. It's probably one of the smoothest that I've used. It does not smell like chocolate. Some of Too Faced's bronzers smell like chocolate. This one does not. But it is the 16-hour long wear. It is extremely, it says 16 on there, I hope you can see. It is extremely silky smooth, and I'll swatch it right below. It does last much longer than any of these other bronzers. I can attest to that, and it is very great for blending. Because it has that silicone in it, it really just melts to your skin. Now, unfortunately, if you do have acne problems, you may want to be aware of this as a bronzer or a contour. It is mattified, so it does not have shimmer, but just kind of keep that in mind as it is a great summer choice, especially if you're going to be out all night long. The very last one that I have has been a favorite for years. This is Nars Casino, and this is probably one of the deepest and most dearest loved. Now, this has been used by a ton of people. A ton of people also like Laguna. Laguna is definitely lighter. This is probably the darkest of the bronzers, and even though it looks very mattified in the case, it actually does have a touch of shimmer to it. Now, what's great about Nars is that this is not an orangey bronzer. Many bronzers can become orangey, but even if you have a prone to going orange, especially with drugstore products, this one is truly a brown. And even though it has a little bit of shimmer, it does not have that orangey undertone. It's just a true brown Nars Casino. So that is Nars Casino on the bottom. It is really good for contouring. It blends well. It does last a long time, but not as long as the 16-hour. But yeah, guys, that is the bronzer breakdown. These are my 5 favorite bronzers currently, and the ones I have been loving for summer. If I had to choose just one, I would probably light my hair on fire and run around in circles because I could not pick. I love them all for different reasons, and I hope that this little demo chit-chat helps you decide too. So love you guys, bronze on, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.